Hello everyone, it's Ron Howard and Rosa Howard from Extreme Sequences. Say hi, Rosa.
Hi.
Hey, Rosa, say hola.
Hola.
Ah, I got her to do it. I don't know why Rosa's moving that stuff, but anyway. Oh, Rosa's going to demonstrate how to take out rebar. This should be good. This should be great.
Oh.
Yep, probably helps to have properly fitted gloves. Yep, that is not good technique with the pliers, and it should be a pipe wrench. Just to let you know, Rosa, a pipe wrench is much easier to use than that. But anyway, that's not why we're here. A bunch of people have been asking about the Mega Tree, the assembly, and all that kind of good stuff, and I thought I would go over just a few things before I bring this down. And I'll try to be quick and concise about this, but I want to give you an idea how deep I'm putting the rebar in. So if you look here, about this section right here, right about there, the rest of that goes in the ground at an angle. So Rosa, how long is that? Where's the tape measure? That's a standard size piece of rebar. My Vanna White's going to help me here. Let me step on that part there for you, Rosa. No, the whole rebar.
3.5.
The whole rebar. 48 inches, 4 feet of rebar.
Let's go to 3.
So at least 38 inches of the rebar is in the ground at an angle, like you see here with these guys. Okay. Now, Walter Monkhouse has all of this stuff documented in his how-to documentation for creating the portable hole and the jump assembly for the single stage, 2-stage, the senior, all that good stuff is there. But it's important to use these turnbuckles here to be able to level this portable hole. And by the way, if you're going to do a portable hole, don't start it in November. It is recommended to take 28 days to cure the concrete. That's important. Rosa, that's looking really good. What, are you giving up? You're done? All right.
Oh my God.
I also recommend these little foamy things here that you bought for your kids, and you go to the swimming pool maybe twice a year. Make good use of them. They're great. I cover that up because I guarantee you, you come out here and clip this thing with your ankles, you're gonna regret it. Here's the rest of this. So I'm going to pull this down. I'll have to pause the video while I do so I can show you how I've mounted my star up there, and we'll talk about this. Before I bring it down, I do want to make note here, because this is a 10-foot pole, the 2-inch outer diameter pole with a 1.5 inner pole. There's a certain spot you want to install the winch assembly. And a good idea is to put something around the 54-inch mark, which is the highest point in which you will take the bottom of the pole. You don't want to go higher than that. Now, refer back to Mr. Monkhouse's documentation on the exact measurement, but this is where I put mine. And then just above that is where I will put the assembly. I will take these bolts off here. There's 4 of them. These are muffler clamps. These will all 4 come off, and then I'll put them back on and store this thing. I don't usually do this until I lie it down, which you'll see here in just a moment, so hang tight. All right, we're back, and oh, look at that, Rosa. We still had grass trying to grow in the center like alfalfa's head? Yeah, that's it. Anywho, this has now been laid down on a ladder. I use this ladder every year. I don't know, it just seems to work. It brings it down to a level where I can work on it. We can see here a little closer view of this beautiful topper from our good buddy, Mr. Randon Bond, Overkill Metal. I think he makes the best toppers in the world. And you can see here how I have assembled my star. This particular star comes from Boscoyo Studios. Properly pronounced Buschio, but who cares? And you'll see here, again, we just make use of zip ties. But what really keeps this thing from buckling and folding, because you'll see there is a seam, this was split for shipping, right down the side here. And every year I learn how to do this better. Last year, I basically just had a nylon string from here, tied all the way back down to here. And this year I got smarter and decided to add a couple more holes, one over here on the star, and then a couple up here just to keep this top section from moving about. How do you keep your star from becoming a kite and sailing away or blowing the wrong direction? Good old 20-pound or 30-pound nylon string does the trick. Tie a corner piece here, and notice I'm just taking advantage of the existing holes. I don't need to create new holes for this. That pixel will share, no problem. And I just evenly tie these on each side so that it faces one way. Because when it's up and the lights are on it, it's not going to twist anywhere. And for the pigtail, I just have it coming out down here. Now you might have noticed, go away Aunt, you might have noticed that there's some grease in here. Last year, about middle way through the year, was when I put the shed in the back. So this had set out in the elements, so there was rain, and you're going to see here what happens is this can become a little corrosive. So I put a little oil on here as I'm putting this up every year, and I'll put a little dab on there to kind of go up and down and get it to where it slides in and out easy peasy like. And that's it. I was going to show you the slip ring. Again, you can see all the stuff on Walter Monkhouse's site. He has the videos and documentation. This is the slip ring. This is the same one I've been using since 2016. And the pole, inner and outer. And this guy goes in here. Now, in the Great Christmas Light Fight, I was joking about something I had done that wasn't quite right. And imagine if this were up at the top height, and you know those pins that were sticking out? Well, I had tightened the slip ring onto the top, not knowing that it should be pushed up by this, and I had this pushing on one of the pins sticking out. Muy malo. No, no, no. There was no documentation at the time. It was really new, but I did get my tree down safely and fixed it, and I haven't looked back since. So it's been a fantastic tree assembly, a very safe tree assembly that can support a lot of pixels. I could expand this to go up 30 feet if I'd like. I don't know that I will, but it's capable of doing that. You can see here we have a reducer down to a 1-inch pipe, which is what I use for the last 4 years for the topper for this star. That's it. Rosa's gonna go over here and mess with the, the assembly. Isn't that cool, Rosa? You should be proud of that. Yeah. All right, we got to go. I hope that was helpful. Take care. Be safe.